With that.
Thank you, Mario. Good job as always. Looking forward to seeing that great champion in the ring once again. And speaking of champions, we're going to get down to some serious business now. For the WBA Super Bantamweight Championship, Nestor El Tigre Garza from Reynosa, Mexico, is going to defend his title against 25-year-old Bones Adams from Henderson, Kentucky. Let's take a look at this matchup. Garza's 23 years old. Bones Adams, who's fought off numerous injuries and other problems in his career, is 25. Garza has a 3-inch reach advantage.
And we take a look at the rules that will govern this championship match. Is the WBA Championship. And we look at the unified rules. 3 knockdown rule is not in effect. There will be no standing eight count. Can't be saved by the bell in any round. And if there is a clash of heads, creates a cut and they have to go to the scorecards, it'll be after 4 rounds. Before 4, there would be no decision.
Bones Adams stepped in the ring looking resplendent with his blue glitter for Vegas. I guess that's glitter. I don't know. I'm not a wardrobe expert, but on the back it says...
I think it would be sequins.
Sequins. See, there you go. You know, you're an entertainer out here. You know sequins when you see them.
I'm here to help, Alan.
Bad to the bones, Adams, he says on the back. El Tigre sporting the El Tigre pattern. That's quite catching. I really like that.
I'll tell you what, talk about sartorial splendor. We couldn't possibly have more of it than in this fight on both ends.
Jarnaro Hernandez is taking full credit. I think he was going to wear his El Tigre outfit tonight.
Yeah, but I was, I told Nestor that I did give him permission to take over this tonight. I didn't really, feel that it was appropriate for me to come on camera with a tiger shirt.
He's got tiger shoes. He's tigered all the way down to his shoes, folks. Sporting the colors of his native Mexico, the tiger sombrero, and his cornermen all wearing the tiger smocks, as it were.
I have never had or seen a tiger smock, but you're right, that is exactly what they are.
It's a tiger smock.
All right.
Right now, let's set it up to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser, proud to be your bud, present World Championship Boxing sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and the World Boxing Association. WBA supervisor at ringside, Renzo Bagnariol. The 3 judges scoring the contest on a 10-point must system will be Patricia J. Manning, Ove Ovesen, and Marcial Vargas. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, working for the 127th time in a world title bout, Joe Cortez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue with white and weighing in at 122 pounds. His professional record, 38 victories, including 18 knockouts, 3 losses and 3 draws. From Henderson, Kentucky, here is the WBA number 8 ranked challenger in the world. He is bad to the bone, Bones Adams. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and green trimmed with gold, also weighing in at 122 pounds. In 38 professional bouts, he has 37 victories, including 29 knockouts, with only 1 defeat. Presenting the reigning and defending WBA Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, damas y caballeros de Reynosa, Mexico, Nestor Garza.
Nestor Garza dedicating this fight to the governor of Tamaulipas.
Okay, Garza.
Says he's going to go in there and make Bones Adams earn that title.
Bones Adams is also fighting for his mom tonight, who suffered a mild stroke 4 weeks ago. They had to sell their pizza business back in Kentucky because his dad Clarence doesn't want her worried about the pizza business.
They have a chain of pizza parlors there, and yes,
We certainly wish her the best. She is here tonight. Final instructions from Joe Cortez. Bones Adams, don't call me Clarence.
He's a young man who has been in boxing for quite a while. He turned pro at the age of 16 and is a veteran. Started boxing as an amateur at the age of 5 and had over 180 amateur bouts.
Nestor Garza turned pro at the age of 17 in 1994 and riding an 11-bout winning streak coming in here. Bones tells us he's going to try to put on a boxing show tonight. And we know what Garza's going to try to do.
Garza is one of those hell-bent for leather guys who will either get hurt or hurt you. And a little bit of both have happened in his fights. When he won the title from Enrique Sanchez, he was knocked down early, and the fight then came back. And in his last defense against Kozo Ishii, he was hurt in the 7th round, but was able to come back to win by TKO.
And right now, Bones Adams connected a pretty good left hook, even though they didn't have power, but he was able to slap it in there. Nestor Garza trying to set that tone with his jab, as well as Bones Adams.
Well, Bones knows he can't match up power-wise, but he certainly can match up savvy-wise. He knows what he's doing. He suffered severe shoulder problems, underwent an operation, which set his career back, caused him a couple of losses from a misdiagnosis of what was actually wrong, as Garza tries to step in and apply a quick body shot to Bones Adams.
Yeah, we see Bones Adams stepping from side to side. He's not really wasting that much energy. He's taking his time moving. He's not trying to waste those punches. He's trying to make Garza reach in, as you saw right now.
Nice little right.
Garza has scored 14 first-round knockouts, so he's normally a quick starter, though here he's having some trouble getting past the Adams jab.
Matter of fact, his first 17 fights only went 30 rounds. So that's an average of less than 2 rounds per fight. So
took care of business very quickly.
Yes, he did.
And I do believe that the manager and the trainers out there in the corner of Nestor Garza have to be aware that nobody has ever dropped Bones Adams down to the floor.
That's exactly correct.
Nice counter right hand by Adams. And his plan tonight, and you can do it against Garza, is to counter him as he comes in.
There's a good left to the chin of Nestor Garza as he goes down on his backside quickly.
And he has a little bit of blood on that left
50 seconds left in the first round. He's kind of grinning, but he knows that he got caught with a beautiful shot.
And bear in mind, he's been down before and gotten up and won. So while it's a setback,
right now you have to be careful because Bones Adams is going after him.
Bones is bearing in, hoping to finish this thing off in the first round. What a shocker here in the first round, but Garza fighting his way off the ropes.
And that's Nestor Garza as a dangerous man. Adams got hit with 2 or 3 big shots, and that's what I'm telling you about Garza. You can't count him out when he's knocked down, even though Adams did hurt him in the ropes there.
Yeah, Bones.
Another good shot inside from Bones Adams.
Bones Adams is right there. He's willing to go toe-to-toe. He knows he's never been down, and I guess he figures that he could take any punch that Nestor Garza throws at him.
Genaro, take us inside Garza's corner. This ought to be interesting.
He just got you with a punch, with an unsuspected punch. Yeah, as you see, they're working on that little, let's see, like a little scratch.
Bones Adams came with a left hook that really I don't think was not his A punch, but it knocked Garza off balance and knocked him down. And Adams was able to come back. It was pretty good half uppercut, half hook.
Yeah, there we see Nestor Garza on the ground taking the A count. There's a right to, and there's that left hook that landed on the side of the jaw. It didn't land straight on the chin, but it landed on the side, which was a good punch. Sent him on his behind.
And as we head to round 2, to reiterate what Al Bernstein has told us, this is not unusual for Garza. He's gotten up before, and it depends on how Bones reacts. Now, will Bones get out of his game plan and try to go out there and go toe-to-toe? That's the question.
Yeah, he wants Garza to come forward. Bones Adams landed 18 power punches in the last round to only 5 by Garza.
As I said, Bones Adams is a guy that is a very accomplished fighter that people may not know a lot about because he had some injury problems, had to step out of the ring for a while. but he certainly is very talented.
And the other thing that Adams is using effectively is his slight height and reach advantage for Garza in the second defense of his title, or actually the first against Carlos Barreto fight, which we had on Top Rank pay-per-view, and on May 8th. He had a hard time with Barreto because he was 5'10". He was much taller than Bones Adams, but we see that even Adams' height and reach is bothering Garza.
Yeah, Bones Adams using this distance, keeping Nestor at a distance, at a good distance. As you see, he slips and he throws the jabs. They're not reaching, but you know they're making Nestor stay to a distance where that way Bones Adams is unvulnerable to get hit.
And a sad postscript to that fight, Carlos Barreto ended up passing away after a fight this past year in Venezuela. So that was a sad ending to that tale.